Hello, all, and welcome to tonight's beer review, which I'm calling the unintentional beer review because I didn't really intend to review this beer. I actually want to go and start reviewing a bunch of beers that are very well known that I haven't reviewed yet. I've been looking through my records and it's like, and I'm surprised I've reviewed only one Trappist ale. So I went to Whole Foods and Tamura's to go and look for Trappist ales, and while they had plenty of the big bottles, I was just looking for like the 11.7 ounce bottle, and they only had the Grand Reserve, the Blue Chimay, and the Roquefort, and I was looking for something a little bit lighter. So you know, I decided against it in the end. And so just going through it, I went to the local beer shelves and saw this and realized that I haven't reviewed this yet, which is a local beer. And this is from the Big Island Brewhaus. It's called Graham's Pilsner. 5.6 ABV, so pretty much Pilsner strength. And let's read the label, shall we? Our dear friend Graham lived life with aloha. We honor him with our Bohemian style Pilsner, his favorite beer. Originated in 1840s Pilsen, Czech Republic, this golden beer style has crisp carbonation, malt sweetness, floral hop aromatics, bread-like notes, and refreshing bitterness, making it exceptional with savory meats, rich seafoods, shellfish, and spicy dishes. Unlike like life itself, best shared with friends. Yeah. I really need to go and like get my eyes checked. It's getting harder and harder for me to read small print. And you can see here, it's pretty small print, yeah? So, batch 272, or maybe it's 1272. So, let's get to this, shall we? I'm thirsty. And this sounds like something that is perfectly thirst quenching. Into the Pilsner glass, obviously. Nice golden yellow. Very well carbonated. With a frothy, slightly off-white head. Sweet, bready to crackery malts. And a hint of floral hopping. Somewhat muted in the bouquet, but that might be because it is ice cold. I have this really cold right now because I am just looking for something really thirst quenching. Bit thicker on the palate than most pilsners I've had. With still a very fine, sharp, crisp carbonation bite up front. Definitely in the Bohemian style rather than the German style Pilsner. The water is fairly soft tasting, soft feeling. Malts are sweet, balanced by a bitter hopping, which more or less leaves a clean finish with a slight hint of bitterness and also a slight um, ghost of sweetness in the long finish. definitely interesting that you can pretty much place your finger and say this is Bohemian style. It's very much to the style. Just, I would want just maybe a little bit, a hair more bitterness to the hopping. Balance out those soft bready notes. True German style Pilsners have much more of a crackery, drier finish. I'd also want maybe a touch more aromatics, but that might also be an artifact of age. I don't know how long this was on the shelf. I know that Pilsners tend to lose their more volatile aromatics pretty fast. So this might be a few months old, and that might be the reason for that. But other than that, really excellent example of the style. And when I'm saying I would prefer it, I'm just saying what my personal preferences are. Pilsners are a very narrow style, yet very distinctive. This one hits that Bohemian style marker very well, right within there. Yeah, there's not much to say in regards to taste notes. I pretty much said all that I've got to say with this. If you're looking for a Bohemian style Pilsner brewed in Hawaii, this is definitely one. It's a difficult style for brewing due to the narrowness of the style description, as well as difficulty in keeping it within that very distinctive and narrow style description. Really goes and shows the skill of the brewer. When they go and pick a very narrow, very distinct style to go and make. Yeah. So, Graham's Pilsner from Big Island Brewhaus. An excellent example of a Bohemian style Pilsner. Um, not my perfect Bohemian style Pilsner for my palate, but exceptional in the sense that it falls within the style guidelines for a very difficult style to make for most small brewers. So, cheers to the brewers of Big Island Brewhaus. And I'd say you've made a very successful beer in honor of your friend. That is your beer review for tonight, folks. Cheers.